The only four patterns that create a real zone: RBR, DBR, RBD, DBD. Only four. And every supply and demand zone, on every chart, every time frame, in every market that has ever existed, it's one of those four, okay? If what you're looking at isn't one of them, that's not a zone, okay? It's just a random drawing. It's day 4 of 15, and let's go. But first, a quick reset, because today is only going to work if you remember what we talked about yesterday. Where a candle closes in its own range is the read, not the color. Leg candle is in balance, base candle is balance. And leg in, base, leg out. Those four combinations, okay? Today I'm gonna name all four combinations, and after this you're never gonna draw a random zone again. But before the names, you need to know what you're actually looking at, because most people have this completely backwards. And every single one of them is built from exactly three pieces: leg in, base, leg out. The leg in is the price action prior to the base. It can be a rally or a drop, either one. The base, it sits in between them, okay? Base candles. And this is the most important bit. This is where the unfilled orders sit. The base is the zone. The leg out is the explosive price action after the base. Leg candle again. And here's the part I actually want you to remember. The leg out is what names the zone, okay? If price rallies out of the base, it's a demand zone. If price drops out of the base, it's a supply zone. Doesn't matter how it arrived, only matters how it left. Let's do demand zones first, okay? This is a drop base rally. Price drops into the level, it pauses, then it rallies out, okay? So the direction changed at the base, which means somebody down there was sitting and absorbing every single seller that came at them. And the moment the sellers ran out, price left in the opposite direction. Leg out is a rally, so this is a demand zone. You want to buy here. Now, the same side of a market, but a completely different situation. Rally, base, rally, RBR. Price rallies in, pauses, then rallies again. Okay? It's the same direction on both sides, nothing reversed, but it's still a demand zone. The leg out is still a rally. Alright? And you must be asking yourself, what happened in that base? Somebody who was already long got more. Okay? They accumulated more. That pause is simply institution adding to a position they already had. Alright? Drop based rally is reversal, rally based rally is continuation, but both are demand. That distinction is going to matter on, let's say, day 10, day 11, day 12, so you must get this down, okay? Now, let's flip the whole thing over and go see supply zones. Rally, base, drop, RBD. Price rallies in, pauses, then drops out. Direction changed, okay? Somebody up there was absorbing every buyer, and when the buyers ran out, price fell with it. Leg out is a drop, so this is a supply zone, and you're when price returns there, you're gonna be wanting to look to sell. And this is the last one. Drop, base, drop. Price drops in, bases, and drops out again. Okay? And the sellers, they just pause there to breathe a little, and then they keep on going. And it's a supply zone. You can see the leg out is a drop, so makes it a supply zone. So here it is, the whole list. Four formations, that is everything. Okay? On the supply side there, rally base drop, drop base drop. Both of them, the leg outs there, as you can see, they are drops, okay? And for demand, it's bullish underneath there. Drop base rally, rally base rally, and both of the leg outs were rallies there. All right. You want to pause the video, screenshot this. This is genuinely the only cheat sheet you're gonna need. I'm not even lying to you, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom into one and see what a zone actually is. The demand zone, it consists of three parts. Okay, one, it's the leg in. The drop, it can also be a rally sometimes. That delivered price down there in this example. 2 is the base. And 3, it's the leg out, the rally that proved buyers were in that area. Now, look at where the box is, okay? The zone is the base, not the whole formation. That is the most common mistake I see, okay? People draw a box around the entire drop base rally, and then they wonder why their stops are 400 points wide and their risk to reward is so garbage. Okay? The leg in and leg out are evidence. They're not the zone. The base is the zone. Same thing upside down there. The supply zone, it's same logic pretty much. Leg in is the rally that delivered price up. Then you see price base, and then the leg out, it's the drop there. The only thing that changed between this slide and the last one is just the direction that price left. Everything else is the same, okay? And that's what I mean when I say this system is very mechanical. You're not making judgment calls. No, you're reading three pieces of information from left to right. So how do you actually draw a zone, right? Because now you've got a base and you need to turn it into something you can actually trade. And that takes two lines. The proximal line is the edge closest to current price. That's where you want to get filled. And the distal line, it's the edge furthest from current price. That's where you want to place your stop. Okay, so it's two lines. One is your entry, one is your stop. And getting them in the exactly right place is tomorrow's entire video because almost everybody puts them in the wrong spot, and that sometimes can always cost you extra risk. Okay, but before that, let's go over this rule that I want to share with you guys. So let's lock it in, guys. So we're locked and loaded. All right, day 4, it's three things. One, leg in, base, leg out from left to right every single time. Two, the leg out names the zone, okay? Rally out is demand, drop out is supply. 3, 4 formations exist, okay? Rally, base, rally, rally, base, drop, drop, base, rally, and drop, base, drop, okay? There's no fifth one, and that is day 4. Tomorrow, day 5, you're gonna find out whether you're drawing your zones wrong or not, okay? Proximal and distal, exactly where those two lines go on all formations, plus three different options you have for the proximal line, and how picking the wrong one costs you either the trade or the reward, okay? We have 11 more of these, and I'll see you tomorrow.